So I've got my horse Lee in, and this will be ride number 2 for 2015. This is Friday the 13th, 2015, Friday the 13th of March. It's not quite spring yet, but I'm going to be taking him out for a short ride. It seems like spring, so hopefully our spring will be even warmer. So anyways, this time of the year, this is spring grooming. And spring grooming, you got to really be a lover of horses to endure spring grooming, because let me tell you, spring grooming is not the easiest thing. And I'll show you why. See that? Now this will be going on pretty much into the end of April into May. When all of this long hair is gone, he's going to be pretty shiny black. But right now he looks pretty shaggy and dirty. So this is a shedding blade that I'm using. It's called a quick shedding blade. And this is what a lot of horse people use to pull the loose hair off. And I'll pull the loose hair off now. And the next time I groom him, there will be another big batch of hair on the floor. So that's basically what's involved. Now this quick shedding blade only gets some of it off. I'm gonna use something else when I'm done, pretty satisfied that I got most of the hair that's going to easily pull out off. But as you can see, it keeps coming and coming and coming. And like I say, you got to really love horses to endure this. Because it really is. Booker, oh Booker, horsey, Booker, horsey. I've gotten all of the loose hair that quick shed blade will easily pull off. These things are called curry combs or rubbers. This is the next step. And what it does, it not only helps get some of the other loose hair that I couldn't pull off with the blade, but it raises up the dust, brings it up to the surface for the next step. Grooming can be a science. So this is step number 2. The next step, this is a dandy brush. This is the main comb, but I use this comb to do this, to brush the muck out of the brush. That's part of grooming. Now if this were summer, and he had his summer coat, there would be one more brushing, and that would be with a finish brush. That's got a very fine bristle to it, and some people actually even use a towel to wipe their coat off after the finish brush. So, in this case, I'm just going to use the dandy brush, and we sweep it across the horse's body like this. And go like this. See how that works? sweet. And clean.
I've got him, he'll stand pretty much at anything.
One last step, the hook pick. The hook pick.
Whether it's a bumper, a cooler, a stump, a rack, a picnic table.
You get any stones or anything out of there that we don't want to be in there when I'm riding.
I don't like pulling at a sand.
No, I agree. I think a mom who likes it is better anyway.
Yeah.
Let's give them their best.
Unless you're really good. Or like a cowboy.
Yeah, or it's like Keegan, he's just like, whoa.
Give me a dirty job.
Stretch your legs, your tail, all the way. That's all.
Let me have this foot.
Yes, it is. Wait for water.
That takes the breath away. And his bottom is his feet look pretty solid and really good. So this is how much hair came off of Lee. I'm raking it up, but that's how much came off, and I'll get that much off several times before he's finally down to his summer coat.
Cruelty to animals. Did you get that on tape?
No, I didn't get, but we're off on our trail ride. So here we go, and all set to go. I've got sweats on. The reason I wear these ratty old sweats is because even though I cleaned them as good as I can, when you ride bareback, you get dirty, and that's the way it works. We've had a lot of warm weather, but there's a fair amount of snow and ice. So we got to be careful on the ice. Trails are certainly going to be muddy in places. Still ice out in the pond. There's some geese out there honking. But I sure hope we don't get any more snow this year. I just hope we don't. Well, it's absolutely beautiful out. No snow on the trails. Very, very warm for this time of the year. I think it's pushing 60 today. I know it's up in the 50s, in the mid-50s or upper 50s. But it's it is very, very nice. It's nice to get out and just perfect weather. We were just noting how nice the snow has melted off the trails. We've had a really nice thaw, and it's not really muddy or slippery like it could have been on some years. It's been pretty treacherous. But you can see up in the woods up ahead that there's still snow in the woods where the sun hasn't been down on it. But it's been a very safe ride. It's not slippery hardly at all on the ground. So we're doing pretty good. Lots of water out on this trail. And ice. A little slippery on these trails.
Actually, no, again, the first weekend in April.
There's no one parked in the County S parking lot with trailers. If this were Saturday, though, I bet there'd be a lot of them out riding today. We're the only ones out on the trails. Isn't that something? Boy, my legs are going to be sore after this ride. Been out for, how long have we been out, Jenny, do you think?
What time is it now?
I don't have a watch on. We've been out for an hour and a half at least. So my legs are getting sore. We're on the last leg of the trails before we get to Highway 67 and head back to our barn. There's a lot of other horse tracks out and a lot of sliding steps. And we're making some of them because it's really slippery right here in the ice and the mud. But lots of other horse tracks out and lots of sliding steps. So we have to be very careful. This is the fence line trail back to the barn. I can't tell you how many hundreds and hundreds of times I've ridden this trail. Many times. And it never gets old. That field is where our horses go in the summertime when they're out in the big pasture. Got a row of pines here. This is what you would call a typical bridle trail. Bridle path going in and out of the property to get to 67 and then onto the Kettle Moraine trails. That pretty much ends our ride. We've been out a good couple of hours, I think. I'll know it in another day or two with my legs cramping up and doing different things. So this old 67-year-old body will tell me about this ride. Well, we're back at the barn. The geese are all honking. We made it all the way back. Very nice ride today. What a wonderful ride it was today. Wished I could have had taken people riding with me. But March 13th, 2015. It was a nice reprieve from all of that cold winter weather we've had. So that's about it. Nice ride. Lee will be glad to get back out to the herd. And so here is Lee all anxiously waiting to be let back out. Oh, what a horsey he is. What a horsey he is. That big horse.